Good evening, everybody. It is John from WrestleScope. Yes, my voice is a little bit better tonight. Still not 100%, but wanted to jump on here with you. A little bit of therapy for myself today. I'll explain in just a couple of minutes what exactly went down today, but have a question for you. Let's go through a hypothetical situation here. Going to be doing a few more of these moving forward where kind of throw it out to you for in the comments, and going to try doing some of these live. I'm recording this one right now, but if you had an opportunity for 10 minutes to sit down one-on-one with AEW's Cody Rhodes, that's right, the American Nightmare, actually for one time only this Sunday at Double or Nothing, the American Dream. If you had an opportunity to sit down with Cody Rhodes and ask him anything, what would you ask him? Would it be about his time in the WWE? Would it be about his father and his brother? Would it be about being a part of the Bullet Club and being part of the Elite? Talking about the formation of AEW, maybe what he sees in the future, or would you go outside the box and talk about non-wrestling? What kind of question would you ask the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes? There's so many things. I have been watching him since he first debuted in WWE, and he never really got out of that kind of mid-card area. Did some great things. Actually, I was just talking about it today, talking about when he was the WWE Tag Team Champions with Hardcore Holly and how he turned his back on Bob Holly and aligned with Ted DiBiase Jr., and they formed Legacy. And just how that all started, and then the horrific Stardust character and what he did there, and how he really reinvented himself after leaving WWE, going to Ring of Honor, going to Japan, and doing things, and now becoming the man that we see him as now, not just as a top-level wrestler, but an executive in a company, and just really almost a culture icon in a way. I mean, he's hosted a show, been a part of a big show on TBS, and doing so many other things. So what would you ask Cody Rhodes? What would be kind of the one or two questions that really kind of stick out? And, obviously, the big question about, everything with QT Marshall and the factory and the Nightmare family and all of that there, and what that means for the future. What other aspirations within the world of wrestling does Cody have? I know he made that commitment that he was never going to wrestle for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship again, but is there a possibility that could change? Could he somehow get drawn into an opportunity with a Kenny Omega, or, when and if MJF ever wins that title with MJF? So it would be interesting to sit down and ask him some questions and see what he thinks. What are his answers? The years of experience that he has, as a second generation wrestler, the son of the son of a plumber, the grandson of a plumber, having a father that is, a Hall of Famer, a legend, and now kind of carving his way with himself and his brother and his wife and some of his closest friends. Those questions that could be asked of Cody Rhodes. So real quickly here, I need to use this as kind of a therapeutic session for myself to kind of vent. Had a really rough day today. Around midday today, I got an email notification of a strange order that went through a national website, a national chain store website of something that I didn't order. And then all of a sudden, my email started getting flooded with all these subscriptions and everything else to God knows what. I mean, we're talking hundreds and hundreds of things. Realized that my email account had gotten hacked into. Actually, I think it started with the account of this company that this order had been placed with, and somebody just decided to kind of run. Fortunately, my bank red flagged the order and nothing went through. But I've spent the last couple of hours just trying to get things cleaned up with that. And for those of you that have been asking me about my car, the situation is not quite over with yet. The dealership finally called me today and stunned me with what the total is on it. And hopefully I'll be able to explain a little bit more tomorrow, but needless to say, there is going to be a long, hard, and very uncomfortable conversation had at the dealership at some point in time tomorrow. And we'll see what ends up happening. But I appreciate all of you that have been continually asking me what's been going on with it, offering your support and well wishes with everything. I greatly appreciate it. And as soon as I'm able to, tomorrow, I will give you an update on what happens. We shall see. I don't know if I will be driving the vehicle home tomorrow or not. Maybe I'll record a video from the car if things all work out. So that is all for now. Oh, I do want to address one other thing. It appears that the war has really kicked in now. As all of you know, I am a huge fan of Alex McCarthy's Wrestling Daily and have had fun watching the 100+ episodes that he has done of his almost daily show on YouTube. And I consider Alex a friend now. I mean, he's helped me out with a number of different things and has encouraged me with this channel and so many other things. But it appears the war between Wrestling Daily and the new faction over at Wrestle Talk, Los Intangibles of Petunia Quinnell and the maskless wonder known as Tempest. Petunia, I think that's what I'm going to call him now. Petunia Quinnell decided to call out SP3 and Alex McCarthy from Wrestling Daily during the NXT review show today. And I got to keep this short because I'm starting to lose my voice again now. It looks like little Petunia may have bit off a little bit more than he can chew because he thought that his comments weren't going to get noticed. And Alex and SP3 did get wind of it. They did discuss it on Wrestling Daily, but also the Wrestling Daily good eggs are aware of what is happening. And we're not a very happy bunch right now. And I will be helping to lead that charge. Even though I'm not an official member, I'm just a fan of Wrestling Daily. As the good egg champion, I am not going to put up with any types of comments that besmirch anybody within the Wrestling Daily family. So, Petunia Quinnell, just be careful. And there's somebody else that I'm keeping a very close eye on because, quite honestly, don't trust this person. If I could throw him, wouldn't trust him further than I could throw him. So, I'll be talking about that too. All right, as we get closer to Double or Nothing here, I will be having a prediction show sometime in the next couple of days here. Haven't quite nailed down when it's going to be because I'm actually working on maybe having somebody jump in with me and do predictions as well. So going to keep things going. Hopefully we'll have some positive news in the world of wrestling because there just has not been a lot of good things going on recently. I do want to talk about one other thing. I don't know if I brought it up last night. I don't quite remember what I talked about last night, but please let's send our prayers, well wishes, just good thoughts to Alexa Bliss and her fiance Ryan Cabrera. They lost a beloved pet, a beloved member of their family yesterday, Larry Steve the pig. No, it's not a joke. If you don't follow her, she had a 4-year-old potbelly pig who she absolutely loved. He got sick late last week, was not able to find veterinary care, a vet that was willing to see Larry Steve, and unfortunately he passed away early yesterday morning, and it's just been difficult. And if you've seen her video on Instagram and on Twitter, it's just heartbreaking. You can see that this is really having an effect on her. So please send some well wishes, some prayers, some positive thoughts the direction of Alexa Bliss and Ryan Cabrera, because they could really use it right now. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. I am going to check out of here. This is day number 56 of the 61 days of WrestleScope. And yes, I am going to have an announcement coming up this weekend about what the future of this channel is. We will talk about that more coming up in the next couple of days. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. As always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, please. We're up to 121, trying to get to that 1,000, and also hit the notification bell. That way you can be notified every time a new video comes on. I'm going to go rest my voice. Hopefully I'll be better for a longer stream tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.